the Butts and Stuff podcast.
Ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Do we need 2 sound effects?
No. That one, I'm pretty sure is trademarked.
Damn it, Nintendo, don't come for me. Don't come for me, Nintendo. I love you. Love you. We don't really have a set plan of what we want to talk about, so we're just gonna have a bunch of random shit for our first episode.
Yay.
I am Ashlinsky. I am joined by Tyler, or I'll say Toreadorian, because somebody still needs to make a Twitter account so people can follow him.
Yes.
We're gonna do that after the podcast.
Probably. Maybe.
No, we're gonna do it.
Maybe this weekend.
No, you're gonna do it today. I'm gonna make sure of it.
I don't know.
So, we're still working out planning like segments and fun stuff, but the one segment we have to have, because of the wondrous name of the Butts and Stuff podcast, is we have to have a butt of the week. Since these episodes are gonna come out like once a week, we have to have a butt of the week.
Because who doesn't like butts?
Who doesn't like butts? A nice butt. Just nice butt.
Butts are universal.
Everybody
No gender does not have a butt.
And
We
no
all
gender
poop.
does not like butt.
We all poop.
I wouldn't have taken it that far, but yeah, we all poop. So, in honor of the new Wolverine movie, we kind of voted that Hugh Jackman can be the butt of the week this week. He'll be our first butt of the week. He's got a nice butt. I googled his butt.
Really?
He
really
does.
And a nice pair of jeans.
Like Wolverine in the white tank top and the jeans. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Which segues me into, are you gonna go see the Wolverine movie?
Yeah. I mean, I might not get to see it opening night because I work my ass off, but I'm definitely going to see it. I love X-Men. X-Men is life.
See, I haven't watched the last X-Men movie I think I actually saw was I can't even tell you because I bought First Class, but I've never seen it.
Apocalypse was really good. The only part that I didn't like was that I'm fairly certain that they plan to turn Jean Grey and not make her Jean Grey. I think they want to do more of the Phoenix stuff with her, and I'm like, that's not Jean.
Well, yeah, I remember they said that when they were still working on the movie. They were talking about how they want to do a Dark Phoenix storyline and everything, like in the comics.
But we did that with the last series.
Well, you know what? Maybe they just wanted to do it again and hopefully do it better. Because I'm sorry, the last storyline of Dark Phoenix was just a mess. God.
It was awful. It really was.
Don't get me wrong, they did a good job with what they did, but it wasn't
great.
It wasn't great. I was really jealous too. I saw a couple people tweeting last night that they were going to see Logan. I keep saying Wolverine. It's called Logan. I saw somebody was tweeting that they were going to see it, and they're overseas, and I'm just like, you foreigners got it so good.
Earlier for them.
You foreigners have it so good. And then they tweeted later that it was a really good movie, and it was just amazing, and it was the Wolverine story we always wanted, and I'm just like, yes!
Oh my gosh. I freaking love X-Men. Who's your favorite?
My favorite X-Men?
Mm-hmm.
Scott Summers. Hands down.
Hands down.
Hands down. There's no competition. It was always Cyclops.
That's pretty much the same that it was from mine.
Who's your favorite?
Jean Grey. Of course.
The original HBSC.
Yes.
Who would smack them all in the line.
Yeah, basically.
I used to really like, holy shit. I liked Nightcrawler in, the first movie.
Uh-huh.
I thought he was really cool. And I think he wasn't played by that guy.
I really liked Nightcrawler in this new movie. He was really, really good. Yes, the new one. Apocalypse.
I'm never gonna watch that.
Oh my god.
Like, I need to, but I'm
he
never
was like,
gonna do it.
in Apocalypse, he was like my second favorite character.
Who was your first favorite in Apocalypse?
Jean.
I thought you were gonna say like Quicksilver, and then I was gonna get into a whole Marvel DC or Marvel versus Fox Quicksilver debate because that fucks me up still. Like, you
couldn't change their names.
y'all couldn't try hard enough. You couldn't battle it out a little more to get the same guy to play the same character in both movies.
God.
That frustrates me so bad. Maybe they'll fix it if they bring back Quicksilver in Infinity War, like it's rumored. Maybe they'll just call Evan Peters and go, "Hey, we need you to be in Infinity War," and he'll be like, "Hi."
Evan Peters, yes.
I think I like him as Quicksilver better.
I did too.
Even without seeing Apocalypse, I saw like a clip or two of him, and I was like,
Mhm.
I like him better. I mean, granted, they're two slightly different versions of Quicksilver, but
yeah,
I still liked it better.
Oh my gosh.
And
freaking superheroes are life.
Superheroes? I mean, I have a superhero basically tattooed on my arm, so I guess so.
I am actually thinking about tattooing my superhero symbol on me.
Your superhero symbol?
My favorite superhero.
Oh, wait, who would that be?
My favorite superhero is not from Marvel. She's from DC. And it's Raven. Fucking love Raven.
Your favorite superhero could fight my favorite superhero. It would go awful.
That would just be catastrophic. Like, the world would end.
Because my favorite of all time is the Winter Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
It would go so bad.
Oh my god.
He wouldn't stand a chance against Raven.
I mean, he'd like do something that would piss her off, and then she'd go demon, and it would be really bad.
She would fuck him up.
She would destroy half the planet.
I forget what day Wolverine, or fucking A, Logan. I forget what day Logan comes out. But I think it's this Friday.
I'm pretty sure it's this Friday.
It's this Friday, the same as Breath of the Wild and the Nintendo Switch. How do people have money right now?
I don't even know. I mean, like, we do have taxes that just came in, so.
Oh, that too. Oh my gosh. I'm not even buying a Switch because I'm like, convention money. I need that. But I want to actually talk about the Breath of the Wild, which is why I said that, because there's this really cool... Okay, so I saw it on Twitter the other day. I don't know if you've heard about this at all on Facebook. So, they were at... the production team, I guess, did this, like, presentation. I don't know who it was with, what it was for. I have no fucking idea. But, these pictures from it came out. And, what the pictures are of are kind of crazy. First picture that they show you, they're like, oh, this is what we almost did with Zelda. And the first one is Link on a motorcycle in like a green hoodie and blue jeans, which looks really fucking weird. And then it's another picture of him, like a full body picture, so you can like see the jeans and like the jacket looks like a track jacket with like a Triforce symbol on it. And then there's a picture at the end of him in the same outfit with like this weird golden Triforce like guitar. And I guess that was like a direction they almost went in for the game, which seems ridiculous. And then the second picture is him running away from something, and apparently it was going to be called Hyrule Wars, which they don't say much about, but I guess that's kind of how Hyrule Warriors came about. And then the last one is the mind-blowing one. So it's a picture of Link in like a strange kind of... It doesn't look like his tunic and hat, but it's like obvious.
It's like a cowl.
Yeah, and he's staring at an alien spaceship. And it's called Legend of Zelda Invasion, and I saw this the other day, and I'm like, oh my god, if
I
that
cannot.
like it's cool, but if that is what we would have got instead of Breath of the Wild, I think a lot of people would have just like jumped off bridges in the name of like anyone. Be like, oh, this isn't my Zelda, just jump.
Honestly, out of them all, I would have probably picked the Hyrule Wars.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, Hyrule Warriors is a really good game, and if that's what it
Yeah.
came of, then I mean, like,
But I can just imagine like a giant war in the Zelda world. Like that would be pretty cool.
I think it's funny too in the article that they mention the other picture on the side, which you can't see very clearly. They're like, it looks like Ganondorf in a Metallica shirt. And it really does look like a Metallica shirt. I'm like so close to looking at it, but it looks like a Metallica shirt. It's the craziest shit. If we would have got that, I think I would have been really upset. It probably would have ruined my entire childhood. Also, not that they'll ever hear this or see this, but Barry from Game Grumps put out a really good like 2-minute video on his Twitter. A PSA, he called it, and which stands for like please, spoiler free, something. Basically saying like keep Zelda spoiler free. Like you might think you're not spoiling it, but even talking about like the map and like the locations and like talking about anything in the game is a spoiler because it's so huge. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I saw it and I was like, yes, please, because I'm gonna get the game on Friday. And I don't have a Wii here, so I have to wait till I come home at the end of the month to play it.
So I just don't even have a Wii.
Well, my mom bought a Wii U. She upgraded the Wii to a Wii U. And I don't know if they're getting the Switch. I bet money they're not. Mm-hmm. But I'm just like, no spoilers. Also, why the hell are people licking the cartridges for the fucking Nintendo Switch?
I'm quite confused with that myself.
It's literally a thing that I keep seeing on my Twitter feed. Like, why they taste so bitter? And I'm like, bitch, why are y'all tasting it? Didn't your parents teach you not to lick things? Like, I can't. That's too weird.
That's gonna be, like, the first lesson that you teach your child.
It is. Don't lick things.
Don't lick things.
Don't lick foreign objects unless you truly know what it is.
Which is gonna be horrible for you because babies put everything in their mouth.
Yeah.
Everything.
Oh, man. I really want to play a Switch, though. I'm kind of half hoping that, because I know sometimes at conventions, like, they set up, like, a game, like, developers, and then they have the console, and you can try it. I'm really hoping somebody's got a Switch at Indie PopCon. Or a VR system. I still haven't tried any VR systems.
I haven't tried the VR either. Oh my god.
I don't care if it's the Vive, the Oculus, the Samsung one. Our friends just bought the Samsung one for your phone, though. And they said it's really good. I think they were hinting that I should come over and try it, but that requires being in person. And
that requires socializing.
And socializing, and I'm really bad at that.
It requires leaving your house.
And leaving the house! Yes!
Oh, gosh.
Have you seen the lineup of games, though, for Switch?
I have not yet.
I was gonna ask you which one, if you could play any of them, which one would you want to play? There's, I can name a few. There's ARMS, which is kind of like a fighting, like a boxing style game. 1-2 Switch, which is like a game where you're not supposed to look at the screen, you're supposed to look at your opponent and like quick drawing and stuff like that. Eat a sandwich really fast.
Eat a sandwich really fast.
Swear to God, that was in the trailer when they had the press conference announcing this stuff. Oh my
God.
Let's see, Super Mario Odyssey. Splatoon 2.
Aren't they doing Just Dance 2017 in that too?
I'm sure they are.
Oh my god, I really liked Splatoon. Splatoon was fun. Um, that looks pretty fun.
Was that?
Also, I heard about them doing Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim for it too, but
Yeah,
like
that's happening.
I've played that so much that I feel like I've just destroyed that for myself.
Well, the other thing about that is it's Skyrim.
Yeah.
Like, I had a copy for the PS3. I got the HD remaster for the PS4. This one that's coming to Switch isn't a remaster. The graphics are not going to be that good.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why would you want a third copy?
Right.
I mean, a hardcore Skyrim fan or Elder Scrolls fan is going to be like, yes, but
I feel like I would still be disappointed though.
I mean, it's. I still like the concept of the Switch, how you can like take it on the go and play it. Like the idea of playing it on like a plane or a train or in the car.
Yeah.
Like
And
Skyrim
also,
on the go
like,
sounds dope.
yeah. Oh, but the fucking Mario Kart though. Mario Kart 8. I will be all over that shit.
Is that a new title or was that out for Wii U?
I don't I'm pretty sure it's new.
It's out for
But
Wii U.
is it?
Mhm.
Oh, well then I am just uneducated.
My sisters actually have it.
What?
Yeah.
I might just go to your sister's house.
Just go over to my parents' house
Just to
and be
play
like,
Wii U.
"Hey, I'm here to play Wii U." Actually, they'd probably dig that.
We probably would.
They'd love that. They'd be like, "Yeah, you want to play video games with us?"
Oh my gosh.
I'd really like to play the Arms game though, which sounds like death and destruction of an entire room. In my case, because I used to play the Wii boxing and I used to like fuck everything up. I would need an entire empty room to play it. And then I'd like do it and I'd get so into it that I like throw my bad shoulder out.
Oh my gosh. You'd kill yourself.
If I play Arms, I'm just gonna kill myself.
Oh my god. Just imagine freaking Resident Evil.
Dude, I used to play Resident Evil on the Wii.
Oh my god.
I played Resident Evil 4 on the
No.
Wii. So when I would knife everything, I'd get really into it. I'd be like,
imagine Resident Evil on like the Oculus though.
they already have that. It's called Resident Evil 7 and it's called I Don't Want to Piss My Pants and Have a Heart Attack.
Imagine playing it. Like
No.
it's crazy.
I don't want to.
I mean, it was bad enough just playing it for like a regular console, and like to put yourself in the game is like
I can't.
instant death.
I don't think anybody on YouTube in their Let's Play is playing it in VR either. I think there's one channel that is, and it's like an all-girl gamer channel. I'm pretty sure they're playing it in VR, and I'm just like, good for you, girls!
It's lots of screaming, probably.
Basically, yeah. Oh, speaking of video games, though, let me tell you how. I don't know if you saw it. You probably didn't because you don't have a Twitter. You need a Twitter, Tyler.
What is this Twitter of which you speak?
The tweeter.
The tweeter.
The tweeter. Overwatch new hero is announced. She's on the PTR today. Yeah, the 24th hero is a tank named Orisa, whose fights with a fusion driver or a projectile machine gun.
Ooh.
Her weapon has more range than nearly any other tank hero, and she is on the PTR today. Her overview describes her as a central anchor of her team, who defends with a protective barrier. Her Fortify ability allows her to reduce incoming damage, and her protective barrier allows her to shield allies, similar to Zarya. And her origin story is already up.
Wow.
So that little, I don't know if you were following it. So there was like the breaking news from the Overwatch like Twitter and all that. There were pictures and that little girl in Numbani that was like genius. She's like 13 years old, 15 years old, something like that. They were saying that it was going to be her, and then like they released a quote unquote to-do list that she drew with like crayon, it looks like. And it was like parts that she needed. And they're like, oh, she's building a robot. And lo and behold, that's the new character. She built a robot.
Interesting.
I'm kind of glad they did. It wasn't Doomfist. Because there's a lot of hype right now.
I feel like Doomfist is definitely going to come into play, though, at one point.
Oh, yeah, they said he is, but they just don't. They're just like, they keep teasing it. They're like, hey, this is coming.
So what are your thoughts on, what was her name? Alejandra being Sombra.
What?
Remember, Alejandra from, whose trailer was it? Soldier 76's trailer.
Oh, the little girl, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
How do you feel about her becoming Sombra?
Didn't they basically confirm that?
I feel like
no, they didn't confirm it. Like, I feel like they confirmed that, though. I thought they did, at least. I mean, either way, I was following, like, the alternate reality game and everything that was based on it, and it made sense. Oh, here it is. Overwatch actually just tweeted it. Catch up with robotics prodigy Essie, I'm gonna butcher this name, Oladele, and meet her newest creation, Orisa. Somebody's gonna get mad that they gave that robot a gender. I'm just saying.
Oh, lots of people are. Did you see the giant, massive, like, outbreak of anger when they said that freaking Tracer was a lesbian? Like, that was ridiculous.
My favorite part about that is that she's not the only LGBT plus character in the game.
Exactly.
That's my favorite part. They're like, oh no, there's more. And we're like, oh, yes. But and then the internet's like, get him!
The internet's like, no.
I don't see why people got to get upset. But you know what
I see more hate on? I see more hate on Battle.net than anything.
I don't go on there anymore. Unless I have to.
Like, honestly, if you look at most of the comments, majority of all the comments are from Battle.net. And I'm just like, I don't understand why is this such a big deal to you people? It's a video game character. Like,
it's funny how the outrage over that is almost the same as when they had to make the butts smaller.
Truth. The only part that made me sad is that they didn't pair her with Widowmaker.
Well, obviously they couldn't, because then they'd have to, like, explain it, and that's not the other thing.
Yeah, and plus, like, Widow doesn't have a heart, really.
See, I'm a shitty fan. I haven't read... Like, all the comics are free on Amazon. But I haven't read them yet. I think I read the Junkenstein one, because I was like, hype for Halloween!
Yes.
But I haven't read any of the other ones. And those, like, have, like, history and shit.
The Halloween Mercy skin is still my favorite Mercy skin.
That's, like, my favorite skin of all, I think.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if that would be my favorite skin of all.
The close second is the Christmas McCree. Because his belt says GM. I don't remember what it says, but I was like, oh my God. That could mean so many things.
I love that Torb is Santa.
And Santa Torb, yeah!
I honestly thought that they were going to make Reinhardt Santa, but I guess not.
I called Santa Torb before that even came out. I was like, I want Santa Claus to be Torb. And my husband was so confused about that. He was like, Reinhardt would be Santa. And I'm like, no, make it Torb.
Yeah, I thought Reinhardt was going to be Santa, and then I thought that Anna was going to be Mrs. Claus. But
I think technically May was supposed to be
Mrs. Claus,
which is so weird.
Yeah. I like that she could turn into a snowman, though.
Yeah, I like that part. That's cute.
Oh my God.
Oh, I don't have a good segue for it, but I have an important question, Tyler.
Oh no.
Maybe you can help me on this. I
don't know if I can help anyone.
I hope you can help me for like 2 seconds. But why are all anime the same?
Excuse me?
Yeah, I went there. Let's talk about this.
Yo, no. Wait, what?
Okay, not all anime. Let me break this into a better category. Most.
You're gonna give me a hernia.
I know. I'm probably gonna hurt your
From like
soul.
my rage of like lifting up off of my bed and throwing it out my window.
No. Every like. I feel like it's almost every title that's been associated in Shonen Jump. They all have the same sort of story and the same plot, and they're just like taking out names and putting in new ones and like, oh, let's put it in this time period. And, like it bothered me because I was sitting at my desk and I was working on an edit or something, and I could hear Will watching Hunter x Hunter. And they're like, he's at this part where they're like going through some sort of test to become a hunter.
Mm-hmm.
And it literally sounded like they were doing the tuning exam. I got up, I stuck my head out around the corner, and I went, are they doing the tuning exam? Are you watching Naruto? And he's like, no, I'm watching Hunter x Hunter. And I'm like, it sounds like you're watching Naruto.
Oh my gosh.
Like, One Piece, Hunter x Hunter, Naruto. I lumped in Fairy Tail and Bleach, but I don't know Fairy Tail well enough. I'm assuming.
Fairy Tail has done a tournament.
Okay, so.
They have done a tournament. Bleach
branched off. Like, their storyline was
else
good.
right now. One Piece is also branched off now. I'm not even current with One Piece. There's way too many fucking episodes that I'm not watching.
There's like 300 episodes.
There's more than that.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, there's a lot more than that. Naruto, I am fully caught up in. Naruto, I don't really like the first series of Naruto. I like Shippuden a lot better. Well, no, I lie. I enjoy the first series of Naruto where they were actually ninjas and not like agile mages. Like when they were actually reliant on their ability to like throw kunai and dodge and beat the shit out of each other rather than like use their powers and like kill each other.
Mm-hmm.
But Shippuden I like more because you get more character in depth. You understand like why people act a certain way. You get to see what happened in between all those fucking filler episodes. Jesus Christ. And like just the all-around fighting is better.
See, I don't even think I finished watching the tuning exam. Like, I know obviously they got interrupted by Orochimaru, but like from there it just stopped. But like most of these titles, they set up with the same sort of like starter plot. I mean, granted, One Piece was a little different because it was like him traveling around and like trying to get a crew. But like Naruto, it was like them doing school and like learning. Hunter x Hunter is the same fucking thing. Bleach was sort of the same thing, although he learned differently.
Yeah, they all do definitely learn differently. And like a lot of the things with their tournaments is that they all happen in different areas. Like they happen in, well, not areas, they happen at different times. Like Naruto's tuning exam was like the biggest part in like the first season.
Mm-hmm.
But after the first season, the tuning exam isn't even really mentioned until like Shippuden, when they've all taken it and they're all tuning, except for Naruto. Because he decided to go wander off and train while everybody else became tuning.
I see. I stopped watching. I read for a while. Like, I know a little bit of the plot points from reading it, just on Shonen Jump, but yeah. And I thought maybe like, oh, maybe they're all made by the same dude. Stupid me. I went on Wikipedia'd it. Nah, they're all made by different people.
Yep.
I thought it was like an Akira Toriyama thing where it's like, oh yeah, I made this, and that's why they're so similar.
No, they were definitely there are very significant differences in all of them. And really you just have to watch them to see. But I will admit, usually the first 1 to 2 seasons are the most painful, excruciating things ever about the long-standing titles like Bleach and Naruto and One Piece. They're the first and second seasons are like, ugh. And then you get to the later seasons and you're like, yes,
And they
all
just
the feels, all the fighting, all the everything. Which, let me tell you, Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail was amazingly feelsy for me. Oh my god. There's like every new season there has to be like a new thing to like just take your feel and stab the shit out of it.
see, I couldn't. I watched one episode of Fairy Tail and fell asleep, and then my sister was watching it without me, and she's like, "Oh, I like it," and I'm like, "It put me to sleep. I can't." That's why I just don't watch anime anymore because it doesn't hold my attention like it used to. Like unless it's a very good outside the box anime like No Game No Life, which I need to pick up and watch again. Like it doesn't keep me.
Sword Art Online. Oh my god.
See, Sword Art didn't keep me either because I never finished it.
Sword Art, honestly, I really didn't. I have a lot of conflicting views on Sword Art Online. But the end of it, literally, you watch the end of Sword Art Online and you feel horrible.
I didn't finish it, so I don't. The thing with Sword Art with me was it was a nice little placebo because of Dot Hack and how much I loved Dot Hack when I was younger. But I was like, you're trying to be Dot Hack and you're not pulling it off. Like, your story's great, but you got a little girl who's basically Aura. What are you doing? And then you turn her into a teardrop. Like, spoiler alert. I don't know if I need to say that because it's been far long enough that it's been out, but like, it was a good placebo for Dot Hack, but it you know what won't be Dot Hack.
What really pissed me off about Sword Art Online is that they had Asuna. I loved Asuna because she didn't put up with shit. She was an amazing fighter.
And then they locked her away.
They destroyed her.
Locked her in a fucking cage.
They went from this badass bitch to Kirito, I need you, to I'm gonna die for you, to I'm in a cage. And I can't get out. Help me, somebody help me. And I'm like, no.
Like you a bad bitch. You break out of there.
I was like, you are intelligent, you are strong, you don't put up with people's shit. Why are you being a damsel?
Like, you are an independent woman? I still don't understand. Like, that's right about the time where I just dropped off from watching it. That's why anytime I mention it, my husband's like, you didn't even see the second series. And I'm like, I'm not going to watch the second series.
Gun Gale is quite interesting.
It looked interesting, but it's just...
It really doesn't last that long. I think it only lasts for like 4 or 5 episodes. And then they jump back into the other world, and they do more stuff over there.
And like this movie that's coming out in the like select theaters stateside.
Not our state.
It's really, really cool, but like...
You need to know the rest of the story.
Yeah, you probably need to know the story.
The story is very sad.
So I don't watch anime anymore. It just makes me go, just like frustrated sigh. Like that's what anime does to me now. I walk in the room and I like watch 5 minutes of him watching Hunter x Hunter, and I'm just like, are you gonna turn this off now? I do it to him all the time, and he hates it.
I really liked. I really didn't get into Hunter x Hunter. I stayed with it for a while, and then like near the end of their exam, I was just kind of like, this. It's not keeping my attention.
Well, that's the one that he's watching right now. Like he's always watching some new anime. He watched what the hell was it called? Ajin. When he was watching that, I caught maybe a little bit of the second episode, and that was interesting. I like that concept. He has like some sort of parasite demon thing in him, and he has like he's on the run for some reason because I guess they think he killed someone, but he didn't do it, or he didn't mean to do it, or something.
Oh, wait a minute! Is it called Parasite?
No, it's called Ajin.
Or is that the Japanese name of it?
I don't know. I could look.
Is the parasite in his hand? Does his hand form an eyeball sometimes?
I don't know. It's called Ajin Demi-Human.
Oh no, that's not Parasite. As I was about to say, there is an anime called Parasite where there's an alien parasite that comes down to Earth and it like possesses people and it takes over their body and like it like morphs them into like monsters and shit. And this guy has a parasite in his hand and it's really fucking awkward. It's really funny. It's just like it's kind of one of those animes that you're like, oh, this is really funny and dumb, but like I can't stop watching it.
So it says it's about a student named Kay who discovers he is an immortal Ajin when he's hit by a truck, becomes a wanted person because they're considered dangerous inhuman beings, and I guess the only person who supports him is a childhood friend. They like claim to keep him safe, like the government claims to keep him safe, and then they're using him for like test subjects and stuff. That's just from Wikipedia. But I just noticed that Johnny Young Bosch voices the main character. That's probably why I liked it so much, because I like his voice acting. Like, he was Vash the Stampede. He was freaking... Oh my god, I can't even think of other stuff he's done. I know he's Vash the Stampede, though, and I'm just like, yes.
What are some of the other more interesting animes? Fate Zero, that series was pretty interesting.
But where do you start with Fate Zero?
Okay, it starts with Fate Zero.
Okay.
That's like the very beginning is Fate Zero. And then from that, it branches off into Fate Stay Night.
Okay.
And then from Fate Stay Night, they have this like little off series of like a different dimension of what would have happened if something went differently. And I think that's called... I forget what that's called.
I know there's a new one right now, I think, called, like, Fate Excella.
Uh-huh.
I know of that. Like, that's being simulcast right now.
But, like, the whole series is very interesting. The characters are also very interesting, but they also kind of make you sad. I know in the first season, the guy who was being, like, raped by worms, he made me really sad because he ended up having to go insane. And, oh, it was a mess. And everyone died except for, like, 2 people.
That's violent.
The second season was a lot more non-deathy, I should say.
Non-deathy.
It's like no one dies as much in the second season. Just the servants.
Non-deathy.
The servants are like the only ones who really like truly die.
I'm taking that. I'm gonna use it all day.
Non-deathy.
Non-deathy.
Deathy. Gate I just watched recently. That was really good. High School of the Dead. I really wish they would go season 2 with that.
See, here's
but, like,
the thing.
Not as fan service-y.
I was gonna say, like, that was one that I was like, oh, that sounds really cool, and I like said something probably a couple months ago to Will. I was like, oh yeah, I always wanted to watch High School of the Dead. Like, have your friends watch that? Because all his friends are giant nerds.
Mm-hmm.
And they recommend anime to each other, which is cool and all, but like, I'm like, oh, ask your friends about that one. And he just looked at me and he's like, guys, what should I tell her about High School of the Dead? And I could hear them all laughing. And I'm just like, what? And they're like, he's like, it's like hardcore fan service. Like,
it's practically porn.
Yeah. He's like, remember when we watched the one about the vampire girl? And I'm like, well, I like that one. Like, the plot of that was, I mean, it was pretty generic, but.
Rosario Vampire?
Yes, like, it was kind of generic, but
it's worse.
I liked that, and they're like, yeah, it's worse than that.
It's much, much worse.
I still never finished that series.
Rosario Vampire?
Yeah, I never finished it.
Oh, it has a good ending. It doesn't resolve that much, but it has a good ending.
Well, the manga's much, much longer than that.
Yeah, that's true. And more stuff happens in the manga, like more very how do I put it? Like stuff that they should have shown in the anime. They should have because
they cut out the good shit, like Oran did.
Really good shit.
Like Oran. Do you wanna talk about Oran?
Oh my god, Oran High Host Club. Oh my god.
Because how can we talk about anime and not mention Oran Host High Club?
Oran High Host Club made me literally scream at the top of my lungs. Like, scream in anger at the end.
In anger?
In anger!
How are you angry? I love
Because
the series.
the ending was horrible.
I mean, it didn't...
I'm like, she did everything. Everything. And we waited this whole time for you two to fucking kiss. And you never kiss!
I think they did in the manga.
They jumped off a damn bridge together.
Oh my god, I don't remember that. What the fuck?
And they still didn't kiss. I'm like, no!
The anime disappointed me because I like read some of the manga. And I'm like, wait a minute, they didn't do this. They didn't do that. Like the one, I don't think they did Arabian Nights. I don't think they did that in the anime.
I feel like they did. I don't remember. It's been it's been like 2010 since I've seen it, but like no, it wasn't 2010. It was 2000 that I watched the entire thing. But I don't remember.
I'd have to look. I'm pretty sure though that's one of the ones they did in the manga that they never did in the show, and I was like, oh, but their outfits were so cute and like like naturally I just wanted to see all the cute themes and stuff.
Yes.
Oh, I love that. I really want to get and cosplay as was her name Haruhi?
Haru, yeah.
Haru. I want to cosplay as her still. I don't have to try too hard. I just need the coat.
You're super tiny already.
I'm tiny. I look like a boy half the time. And yeah, I'm super proud. That's basically me. That show's basically me.
What was his name? Was his name Nori? I think he is my favorite.
Was he the tall, silent dude?
Yes.
I also quite liked Honey Senpai.
Oh my god, Honey! Yes.
I only call him Honey Senpai because I thought it was. I still think it's hilarious. He's the oldest one.
Yes.
Or one of the older ones, and he's like the smallest.
And the cutest.
Everybody wanted me to costume him.
Everybody thought he was an elementary school kid.
Everybody in high school wanted me to costume as him.
Oh my god, you should have.
I remember getting asked that. They're like, oh, you should dress up as Honey from Oran. And I'm like, I'm not that short.
Oh my god. Oh, Fruits Basket.
Don't talk to me about that series. Do not talk to me about Fruits Basket.
Let's talk about that.
No!
So.
Because the manga and the anime
are completely different.
They're so different.
Oh, the anime.
I stopped at the anime I watched up until the last episode, and then I didn't watch the last episode. The manga I read from... the one teacher in the middle school had all of the books, and she was like letting me borrow them, but then somebody else borrowed a book and screwed it up for me. They like ruined it or something. So I think I read up until like there was like what 20 some manga books of it. I think I read up to like 18.
Oh, you should have just asked Tori. Tori has all of them.
I don't talk to Tori anymore.
I know, but back when we did.
Oh, well. I mean,
the last episode in the anime is like you're expecting her to like fall in love with
You mean I'm expecting her to make a goddamn choice?
Yeah, and she doesn't.
I figured.
She doesn't.
I think it irritated me too because you never see.
I'm done. This is just like a repeat of Orin. I'm done.
You never see. They never truly showed Kyo's true form in the anime either. I don't remember it.
It might have been in the last episode. Because I thought they did.
I don't think they did. I think when they did. It must have been in the last episode then because...
Yeah, it's the last episode. Because she, like, hugs him.
Yeah, there's literally... I just googled it really quick. There's literally a picture of her hugging his arm. But they always, like, alluded to it. And I was like, fucking show me! Because in the manga, you see it. That series just frustrates me because trying to keep all the names straight was hell.
Oh my god, it was awful. Trying to figure out who likes who and what's going on. And
I could never keep anything straight, so I just went by their animal name. Except for Hatsuharu, who was my favorite, because he was like mood swinging, bipolar cow.
cow.
He was literally the cow.
The dog.
Shigure!
Guri was my favorite.
High
And my
school
second
girls, high school girls, 1, 2, 3, all for me.
My second favorite was the seahorse.
Oh, the doctor.
Yeah. I loved his hair.
I liked his story. It was very upsetting.
It was.
My favorite was Hatsuharu the cow. And I also really liked the boar.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember her name.
Oh my god. He was insane. Oh.
That's why I liked her, because I was like, I can relate.
The snake, though. Let's talk.
The cross-dresser of the family.
Oh god, he was wonderful. He was wonderful.
Oh no.
Just his sly little snipe.
Wait,
comments.
what about the monkey?
Oh,
Wasn't the
I'm
monkey
trying to remember.
also kind of a cross-dresser?
I don't remember. I'm trying to remember the monkey.
I think it's a girl.
Ritsu.
Okay, I think it's a girl. I don't know. I'm confused. Some of the characters look really, really feminine.
I thought Ritsu was a boy.
It is. He cross-dresses.
Ritsu's the cross-dresser, yeah.
Cross-dresses to ease his nerves. Well, then who's the snake? I thought this. Oh no, the snake owns that clothing shop.
Yes, the snake owns the clothing shop. So the cross-dresser was the one who we thought was the snake.
Okie dokie. Yeah, that show is. I haven't touched it in years, and I haven't touched the manga in years. I don't read any manga anymore.
I haven't seen it since like before or.
Literally, the only association I still have to the anime and manga world is like when Will watches stuff, and my small collection of Dragon Ball things that I still have. Like, when I was home last, my parents were like, here, we found this tote of stuff that you might want that, like, might come in handy. And in there was, like, I don't know if it's Chinese or Japanese. It's, like, the entire series of the Dragon Ball anime.
Mm-hmm.
It's from overseas. It's beautiful. It's, like, this really cool box set thing. And it's probably worth money. That's probably my only connection with, like, anime, and then I have all of the manga books of Dragon Ball. I got rid of all my Dragon Ball Z. Because I don't like Z as much as the original when he was little. He was much funnier when he was little.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't know shit. He literally didn't know shit. He was like, that's a car? It's a beast. Some good shit. What else do you have coming up this month, Tyler? Since we were talking about things in the beginning of this month.
This month, what do I have to do? I have to get my driver's license this month.
Finally. Get that before I come home.
It has to be this month. Like, I have no other option. Or I lose my job. What else am I doing this month? Oh, I have to get my Reaper cosplay together. Before April.
Nice.
Because my next convention is in April. I'm going to ZenkaiCon, which is in Lancaster, PA.
Just a little promo for ZenkaiCon there. Not sponsored.
Oh everyone come to ZenkaiCon. Give me money. I have to finish. I'm planning to do Reaper. I have Jasper from Steven Universe, which is another show that I should get you to watch. Because Steven Universe is amazing. It's a kid's show, but it's really wonderful. It has many feels and like background sort of like mementos and everything. It's wonderful. And my third one is going to be my cross-dressed Lolita, which I will probably butcher because I do not have the body of a woman.
Who cares? No one cares. It's fine.
But we all made desserts. Like we have these. It originally started back when we went to Kutztown for KutzCon, and we were vending there, and they had another vendor had these little hair clip things, and they were pieces of cake that were made of like cardboard and felt, and they were super cute. And they're about I want to say like 3 to 4 inches long, and they have like all the layers and everything. She decorated them with like little felt pieces and everything. And we were like, these are adorable. What can we put these into a cosplay? And my friend's like, oh, let's do Lolitas. And we were all like, yes. And then they're like, we should have all the guys do girls and all the girls do guys. And we're like, yes.
That's
So
how
all
it
the
always
guys will
goes,
be
though.
doing girls and all the girls will be doing guys.
Oh, I wish I had a convention this month to go to. PAX
it's
is
not
next
this-
weekend, not the one coming up. The one after PAX is happening in Boston.
I was supposed to go to KatsuCon, which is in New Jersey.
I've heard of that one.
I think it was last weekend, but I ended up having to work, so I couldn't go.
I was gonna go to PAX East in Boston, and then tickets sold out really, really fast.
Oh,
Because I was gonna come home, and I was gonna stop at home for like a day or two, and then I was gonna like I was gonna say jack a train. I was gonna hop a train, not jack a train. I was gonna hop a train up to Boston, hang out. Because I'm really lame. I just and then I was gonna go and not go to the convention, just hang around the area, just see if I could run into anybody. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, my favorite YouTubers. But
your son?
I was like, I can't, that's a lot. I don't.
I was going to try and go to Anime Boston this year too, but that's not happening.
We should just take a trip to Boston.
We should.
We should, because I'm really lame, and I've got stupid reasons for wanting to go.
My aunt lives 45 minutes away from Boston.
Yeah, let's go see our aunt.
You would love her. She's crazy.
Yes.
She's insane, and she's awesome.
I'm really lame, though. I want to go to Boston because I want to eventually go to, Salem and stuff.
Uh-huh.
But I want to go to
that would be good for both of us because, our history, but,
Yeah, but I want to go... I'm so fucking lame. After playing Fallout 4, I'm like, this map is pretty close to, real Boston. I want to go be like, I walked around the video game here. I'm so fucking lame.
About that too when I was playing Fallout 4. I was like, I wonder how really close this is to actual Boston.
It's pretty close. I looked into it. It's the map itself is, pretty much identical, but certain places are essentially in the same spot. They obviously don't look like that, but I was like, oh, how fucking cool would that be? I'm so fucking lame. This is coming from the chick who, oh my god, it was probably 7 or 8 years ago now. Probably almost 10 years ago, when I went to Jersey to visit my cousin. I specifically had her drive through Princeton, through the college community, so we could go find this one building from the Transformers movie.
Oh my god.
Where Shia LaBeouf had filmed. And she wouldn't let me out of the car. I was like, let me out of this car. I need to kiss the ground he walked on. Back when I was hardcore fangirling over him with Rachel all the time. And she locks the door, and she had her dog in the car, and it was my cousin, my older cousin, my younger cousin, and my older cousin's dog. She let the dog come to the back seat to basically sit on me, because the dog was huge. She's like, you're not getting out of the car. That's weird. And I was like, okay.
You got cock blocked.
I did! I never got to do the thing where I was gonna, pretend to worship the ground.
That's what we should do for, one of our, things, our big things. We should just, take a whole bunch of videos, when we travel on a giant road trip. That would be awesome.
Dude, what do you think we're gonna do this month when I come home?
Aren't you only here for like 3 days?
As of right now, I'm planning on coming home for like 5 or 6 days.
I mean, that's still not that much, but
It's more than when I was last time.
that's true. You didn't even come see me last time.
Because I didn't see anybody last time. We drove, okay, so last time we drove home, got in, slept, I think we were home 2 days, and then literally the third day, I got up at like 2 in the morning, and we left. It was awful. Or no, we left really late at night on the second day. And it was just miserable.
Oh, God.
Yeah, because I drove the whole time. Because, not that I don't trust my husband driving, but I don't trust my husband's driving. He gets road rage, and it scares me a little bit. So I don't let him drive. And so, 8 hours driving, and then another 8 hours killed me. I stopped, I think we stopped midway, somewhere in Virginia. We stopped at a seedy-looking hotel that I refused to get out of the car at to even go ask if they had openings. And then we stopped at another one that was like, oh, no, we don't do military discounts. And I was like, well, I'm sorry, I'm not going to stay here then. And then we stopped at another one, and we ended up paying like $160 just to sleep for like 6 hours.
That's ridiculous.
It was ridiculous. And that was even with a military discount. And I was like...
At that point, I would just, like, sleep in the car.
But that's what he wanted to do. And I'm like, that's not safe.
If you lock the doors, it's safe.
I don't care. That gives me the heebie-jeebies.
The hibba-the-jibbitas.
The hibba-the-jibbitas. Yeah, I don't like that. Like, I'm planning...
This makes me think of the thing from Madagascar.
Like, when I come home this time, since I'm going to be by myself, I'm going to I have a day set for driving and another day set for driving. That's why I'll probably be home for like 5 days. And there's going to be so much cool shit coming out of this trip. I can't even begin to tell.
So wait, why don't you just do a week?
I'm basically doing a week. But, minus driving days.
Uh-huh.
My list of things we're going to do is growing even more.
Is what?
It's growing even more.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I have more ideas. We'll have to talk about them. But I don't want to give spoilers because this is going to go up on my YouTube page. And maybe SoundCloud. I don't know. So we're about close to the end. We haven't planned an outro. There'll probably be a little ditty. I'll find a little outro song or something. But
we'll work on it.
We're gonna work on it. We have some cool shit that we're gonna line up for the podcast. I already have a guest, fun fact. 2 guests actually. One of which is another YouTuber, an editor. I don't want to say who, but she's really nice. And the other one.
Who I'm thinking of? Ooh.
Huh?
Ooh.
Wait.
Is it who I'm thinking of? Ooh.
Probably not. Ooh.
Oh, you didn't get her?
We'll talk afterwards. We'll talk after. And then we have one of our friends that wanted to be involved, but she's super duper busy with school and stuff, so she's gonna be a guest on a very interesting special episode of the podcast. So,
oh, that's gonna be the best episode ever.
It's gonna be miserable.
It really will be. It really will be.
So I don't know where you're gonna be able to check this out. You'll definitely be able to find it on my YouTube channel. I might make a SoundCloud. I might try and put this on SoundCloud. I'll have to look on it. I can't post an hour-long podcast on Twitter.
Do it.
If you liked it, let us know. Obviously, feedback's great. Yeah, that's the first episode of Butts and Stuff. Then, Tyler, what you got? Closing thoughts? The closing statement?
So, Hugh Jackson's ass.
Yes! Bring it back to the butt! Woo! Tyler Gatton! Back to the butt. Yeah, we should end it like that every fucking week. Like, hey, don't forget to appreciate that butt of the week. I took it too far. Hey, yeah, don't forget to appreciate that butt of the week, and we'll see you next time.